When we lay the guns away to celebrate our Victory Day, will V-Day be Me Day too?
Many of those troops were written out of the war effort.
But they achieved great things against tremendous odds.
If that's not heroism, I'm not
That's
sure
a peek into the newest docuseries, Erased, World War II's Heroes of Color, that releases ahead of the 90th anniversary of D-Day. The series reveals the untold stories of soldiers through a blend of archival footage, tracking down descendants and more. Joining us now is narrator Idris Elba and director Shianne Brown. Hi, Idris. Hi, Shianne.
Hey,
Hi.
This is such an amazing series, a very emotional one. Just for you, I read that your granddad served during World War II, but that you didn't know much about his time there. Did that influence you to not only want to be a narrator on a series like this, but also an executive producer?
Yeah, it's definitely a big motivation for me, just because, I kind of, for my mom, that's my mom's side, there's a lot of history we don't know about, him. And it was definitely, really compelled me. I could relate to some of the notion of being erased, a bit of history that's completely not there for anyone to know. But also, war isn't pretty, and it's not nice. So to have these stories of these Black and brown people that were completely just moved over just felt like an injustice. So it felt important to be able to shine a light on these stories. World War II has been depicted in so many films and books and documentaries, but this particular lens has been sort of not seen before. So, yeah.
Do you feel even more of a connection with your granddad? Do you feel like you have a bit of a better understanding of what he went through?
I'm still on a journey of discovery. There's lots that I've found out and understood even more so. And yeah, I definitely, feel that me and my family are moving to be able to fill in the blanks of what we know about my granddad.
Shianne, for you, it's still widely believed that Black soldiers were not a part of D-Day. What was this experience like for you, piecing together these very intimate and harrowing stories of these unsung heroes?
Again, it was a journey. You go through all of the emotions. You feel frustrated, you feel inspired, you feel angry. There's moments that I hope, that injustice, you just feel there's like a fire in your belly, which you can even feel for, the men and the women who served in World War II to return home to America and facing, racist terror and racial violence that which was completely systemic, that it would spark change, and the freedom that they were fighting for in Europe, they weren't afforded the same in at home. So it was an amazing journey, and I just feel privileged and honored to be able to shine a light on their stories.
I think some of the most moving moments of these episodes, and of course your episode titled D-Day, was hearing from the family members. What was this process like for them, having their loved ones celebrated in a series like this?
It was a really powerful journey for all of the contributors. I don't think they were ready for when we approached them, because we had discovered these tapes and their oral history, and we found them. Our producer found them, and they were so excited because, again, their father's stories and their husband's stories just hadn't been spoken about. They hadn't even heard about it until later on into their relationships, or even, in the 90s for some of the sons.
That's amazing. Before we let you go, Idris, what do you hope people take away from this series, especially the younger generation?
I really hope that there's a level of education and appreciation for, the contribution that, Black and brown people did play in World War II. But more beyond that, war is horrible, and, to sacrifice your life, your family's bloodline, to fight for something that you really can't relate to in this case, but you're fighting for your country. I just think it's a really important thing for us to understand, just to understand when, we're living in a world right now where the threat of World War III is always there. And, it's just important to understand the human toll on and everyone is equal in that case.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on this series. Thank you so much to both of you.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
You can catch the first episode of Erased World War II's Heroes of Color tonight on National Geographic and is streaming on Stack TV.